do this heat. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. You know, now that we're looking at this level 3, I've been looking at the different exercises and there's really nothing that different from the level 2. But what is different in this level 3 is that they're bringing in what they call advanced concepts. They say dynamic movement, predictive shooting, multiple aiming schemes, and grandmaster time limits for the basic exercises. Just so that you have an idea, the draws are targeting 0.8 seconds and the reloads 1.2 seconds. That is really fast. This particular level is so aggressive that it requires of you to do dry fire training on a daily or a near daily basis. The timelines that they are demanding of you to meet here. If you're speaking of something like a blade drill and you're doing a blade drill at 10 yards, that is a target of 3 seconds. But the times change when you are doing the dry fire. When it comes to a blade drill at 10 yards, the dry fire target is 2.5 seconds. What that tells me is that anything that you are carrying on your rig, your holster, the arrangement of your magazines, the declination angle, the cant, the tilt, all of that has to be ergonomically adjusted so that you can make these movements as efficient as you can. But we're gonna do something different today. We have been spending a lot of time doing dry fire, just as the book is saying. We have been spending a lot of time doing reloads. We have been spending a lot of time out in the heat, in the garage at night, just putting these things into practice. And what we're gonna do is that we're going into this particular course of fire. This is an adaptation of what Constantine, in his 31 days of celebrating the 250-year anniversary of our independence, what he is calling positional hit factor. Let me show you. Based on what I can appreciate on the video, there is a triangle that he has set as he goes and approaches the different targets that seems to be of around 5 yards in each one of the sites. There is a target that is set down range at around 20 yards. I don't have as many targets that he has, so of course we have to improvise just to try to mimic the difficulty or just making a transition between the two targets that he presents. We're going to use an 8-inch steel at 20 yards with the goal of hitting it 4 times as fast as we can pull those splits. Then when we come into the other side, we do have a couple of tuxedo targets similar to the ones that he's using. We have set them at 7 yards. Seems to be that the distance that he's using in his video. And we're going to engage each one of those targets with 2 rounds. Then we're going to move to either the left or the right. On the right-hand side, he has 2 targets that seem to be at around 2 yards, maybe 3 yards from the point of fire. We're going to use a USPSA target for that, and we're going to deposit 4 rounds into the target. On the times that he is running on that video, going through the 3 points of fire and engaging the targets, that is of around 7.85 seconds. And when he starts on the right-hand side, left-hand side of the triangle, as he engages all the targets, the time is slightly above 8 seconds. He's a grandmaster, exceptional shooting. We're going to try to emulate those times. Let's see how the day goes. $10.99. Oh. 2 Charlies. 1 Charlie here. You can see it here. It's 1 Charlie here. 1 Charlie. No shoot. You heard the steel. Steel does not lie. All right, so we have been seeing these runs. I mean, looking for a time of around 7.8, 8.5 seconds. Shit, that is fast. And you have seen the best that I've done. So far, my best time is at 1086. Where do I shave 2 seconds? Where is it that I shave 3 seconds to be able to have something like a grandmaster time in this particular course of fire? I mean, looking at the times that we have here, it looks like the 3 seconds that it takes me to engage those tuxedo targets sounds like I could start firing a lot sooner than that. I could shave a second out of that. And when it comes to engaging that final target, there is 2.21 seconds before my first shot as I move away from the tuxedos. I could possibly shave 1 more second, but that means that I would be engaging that target before getting to the shooting position. If I do that, that is 2 seconds. And if I reduce my splits by 0.2 seconds at 20 yards, that gives me an additional 0.6. So that is almost 3 seconds. So what is it that I'm doing? I need to have close to 0.35 splits at 20 yards to hit a steel that is 8 inches. I need to start shooting before my feet stop as I get to the tuxedos. I could possibly shave 0.1 in those 2 splits and then engage that final target. That was a 1047. What? Those are good hits on the steel. Those are all alphas right here. Dude, that was a freaking... Oh, 1047. That's better than before. That's not too bad. Still not 7. $10.24. Really? It feels like I'm going faster than that. This is clean. That's one Charlie there. Alpha. No shoot. You heard the steel. Let's go look at the times and see what can we do better. Doing 3 runs, looking at the time, diagnosing what's happening, trying to improve it. I think that's pretty awesome. I would have not thought of that if it had not been for these guys. So, Park, Stoeger, if you see this, thank you. Okay, let's see. So you have seen that my best time here is 10:24. I was able to shave a 1/4 of a second going into the last target to 176. And then my splits at the very end, they were a little spicy. 21, 19, and 17. If I had been able to keep that at 1.6, I would have broken 10 seconds. Now, what I am estimating is that Constantine's hit factor is anything between 7 and 8 in what he was doing. My best hit factor right now is 547. Still think that we can go a little faster. We still have some ammo. $9.75. Yes. That was a darn good run. Look, this is still clean. All alphas. Have one Charlie here. 1 Delta. 1 Charlie, 1 Delta. You heard the steel. That's all good. Let's go write this down. $10.33. Do this heat. Let's call it a day.